Good morning, everybody. It is the next day, and we just in last video we basically finished road number 2, which is the middle road. We started on road number 2, so we still have number 3 and number 1 left to do. But today it's 9 a.m. and it's Saturday, and we're going to go ahead and get started on road number 3, which is right behind me. And this is going to be the last RV road. Already kind of cleared out right here. This is where I was parking the camper originally. Well, you can see the pink stake right over in there. There's another one right here behind me. And most of this beginning area is already cleared out, so we're just going to clear just a little bit, starting off on the right hand side, probably 12 feet or so. Once we get past my excavator, then we'll start clearing the 35 feet on each side. So that's what we're going to start with. I'm just getting the excavator warmed up right now, and you guys can see how much this thing is leaking. And this is just overnight, so like this is without even using it. And you can see all the, there was another fitting, that one right there, that came loose yesterday that I tightened up, and I think that's fixed. But what's happening is, I never showed you guys this, but it looks like somebody either over tightened it or the O-ring just popped out for some reason. But if that O-ring tears or completely pops out, that's where it's dripping, so it's just gonna start shooting out. But yesterday whenever I checked it, it was over halfway full, the hydraulic fluid, while it was hot. Now, so once it warms up, I'll check it again, and if I need to add some, I'm pretty sure I've got a gallon or so here. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys in the cab, and we're gonna get started. All right, so over on the left hand side, there's a couple trees that I need to take off, and then that's pretty much it for the left hand side. And then we'll go on to the next side. All right, so I'm not trying to make a huge mess here, only because this is kind of where I'm parking everything. So I'm trying to do this, you know, the most invasive way possible, I guess you'd say. But let's see what happens. There we go. And since these are already kind of out where I need them, I'll probably end up using these for firewood. Also, my dad might end up coming today, and if so, he'll get on the KX080 and start clearing the 33 feet, which I showed you guys. So that'll be nice. It'll definitely help me out. All right, let me see if I can move these out of the way. So paused it for a minute just because I'm just trying to get all this stuff in a pile, and I'm probably gonna end up having to move this again, but I'm trying to make me a little path going straight into here basically, and I've almost got one, but I'll tell you, still doesn't really put me where I need to be. Alright, and I'm looking for, so there's that ribbon there. I'm just kind of lost where I'm at. But anyway, here's my pile, as you guys can see right here. The issue is I kind of need to pile it behind me, but then I'm going to get that excavator stuck. I won't be able to get it out if I do that. Alright, I think I figured it out. Yeah, that was a little confusing, but yeah, what I'm gonna do, there's a pile right beside me on the right, and this is now the left side of the road. So I'm just gonna start clearing it over here and piling it right here off to my right. And I think that's gonna put it out of the way, maybe. Alright, now I'm going to try and kind of work my way on the other side of the pile. So this is the pile right here. I was sitting right over there a minute ago. And now I'm just going to get these trees that are right up here next to the pile. Also, my dad's on the way, so he's going to hop on the small excavator. And he might not get a ton done, but it should definitely help a little bit. Alright guys, had to pause it, my dad just got here. So he's on the KX080 and he's starting over on the road that we finished yesterday. And he's, like I said earlier, he's just cleaning out the small brush and stuff. And then I am still working on this. I just had lunch and now I'm back to clearing this third row. So yeah. Going pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Alright. There's double. All right, so had to stop because this O-ring right there busted out. You can see parts of the O-ring right there. So it was just shooting oil. I don't know if I was filming whenever that happened or not, but anyways, the guy is supposed to come tomorrow morning to put a new one in there and to fix that. And then we got another day with the excavator. So anyway, this is going to be part 1 of this video, and I will resume it tomorrow afternoon whenever I get here. Peace. Next day, they actually did come out the next day, and they just actually left not long ago, and they replaced that O-ring that's inside of that fitting there. You can see how much was leaking out, and it's a whole bucket of hydraulic fluid. But just got it started, warming it up. Gonna check the hydraulic fluid. It says halfway, so should be good. But yeah, we're about halfway down on this road down there. So I'm gonna walk down just a little bit and see something. My dad was operating the KX080 yesterday. He said one of the fittings came loose on that. Every single day that I've been here, there's been something that has happened, but there's a center line of the road. This pile's looking really good. And yeah, it's all cleared over there. So yeah, we're probably about halfway. Thankfully, this whole section was already pretty much cleared, so didn't have much to do there. But we're gonna go hopefully to the end of this road, and then I'm gonna figure out if I want to get out and start marking the turn connecting to the second road that we did. But yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, he said that something was leaking on here, but he said he tightened it. Oh, it must have been this one here. Yeah, I don't know. As long as he tightened it back up, then it should be good. But I'm going to go ahead and check all this stuff out. I think I probably need to put a little bit more fluid in here, and then yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, guys, we have been clearing for about 30 minutes. My dad just got here again, so he's gonna be helping on the KX080, and I am just chipping away at this road here. And I think I'm coming up onto the end of what I've marked. So I'm gonna have to probably hop out here in a minute and just kind of double check to get my bearings and see exactly where we are. But that's a good thing. That means that we're almost finished, at least with this road. So took a little break, ate lunch, and then I also put about 3 more marks, and we are almost to the end of the property. We've got maybe 50 more feet. Yeah, I'd say maybe 50 more feet, and then we're going to be at the turn, and the turn connects to road number 2, and then it also will connect to road number 1. So pretty exciting. So on road number 2, so just it's a little confusing. We're working on road number 3, or C is what we're going to call it. But the first road that we did was road B, which is the middle road, and I stopped right before the turn. So what's going to happen is I'll just continue on this direction and I'll make the turn, and then I'll kind of open back up to road B. And then once that's done, then we'll probably go and start road A, because that's pretty much going to be the last thing. Actually, I might end up doing the septic field while I'm here because it's basically right over there, and then we'll do road A. But yeah, that's the plan. So we've hopefully got, I don't know, maybe another hour, or no, I'd say probably 2 hours for this road, and then this one's going to be done. So not bad. It's only 1:30. Making pretty good time. I'll probably be here until 5 or so, you know, another 4 hours, 3 hours. I haven't been filming. I've just been wanting to get it done, and I didn't want... The GoPro battery died as soon as I started talking. Anyways, what I was saying was, haven't filmed in a little bit. It is 4:16 now, and this is what we've done. So I mean, we are at the turn just about. There's a couple more trees, and then right up there to the left, that's going to be the start of the turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up today, but tomorrow, that's going to be the goal, is to go ahead and do the turn, come this way and meet the first road that we started clearing, and hopefully I can get all that done. I'm not sure. I haven't marked anything, so I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow morning before I start. But yeah, that's the goal, and then if I'm able to get that finished, then I'm gonna go ahead and start clearing the septic field, and then that'll probably take, I don't know if that's gonna be quicker or not than the roads, but either way, my dad just left, and he said he got a good bit over there done, so I'm about to go and fuel this thing up, and then we're gonna go and see what all he got done. If you guys are curious how I fill up the equipment, I've got the Vivor 65 or 60 gallon diesel fuel tank, and it's pretty sweet. It's got a filter and everything. It's got an auto cutoff valve, and it works really well. This thing takes 30 gallons of diesel, and it'll fill the whole thing up in just a few minutes. But yeah, very helpful, and it beats having to carry a whole bunch of little tiny gas jugs. Try to get me a thumbnail here. There we go. So anyway, I'll show you guys kind of what's going on. So down there, that's where we parked the toy hauler whenever we stayed that a couple weekends. This is row C. And then let's walk through here. And I didn't plan for this, but this this trail is actually perfect. And I might be able to leave it. I don't know exactly where the spots are gonna fall, but it's probably gonna be starting right around in here. But if anything, I might could just shoot it out this direction before the first spot, and then that way you can go from C through here to the picnic table area or picnic area, or you can go to the field, which will be down this way. Hopefully we can clear that tomorrow. I don't know how long that turn is going to take. To the right is the picnic area. Still have to finish. Oh nope, I'm a little early. To the right is the picnic area. Still have to finish that. But all right, let's see what my dad got done. I don't think he did the left side. I think it was just this far side. And I'm gonna have to come back and clean up some of these piles that he made, because that little machine just isn't big enough to reach like all that. I can grab it with the big excavator, pile it on top. But okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, that looks much better. So all this, all the way down, he cleared all the small little shrubs and things like that. This is how it did look. So that's a before, and that's an after. So yeah, that's really what I wanted. You can see he cleared right up to the 2 double ribbons and 2 double ribbons. So yeah, that worked out really well. There's some holes and stuff, but we can always go back and kind of fill those in. But yeah, no, that's awesome. That looks great, and that's going to make it a lot easier. So the reason that I wanted to do that is because whenever we get the surveyor back out here, once we're finished, you know, all this stuff, surveyor will come, they'll put the 4 corner stakes on each of the RV spots, and we don't know exactly where these trees are going to land. So we're probably going to have to take out, you know, most of them, but any decent sized tree that lands, say, you know, in between 2 RV spots, we're going to leave it. But this just kind of cuts down on some of that time. We don't have to go and do what my dad just did, you know, later on. Basically all we're going to have to do is say, okay, this one falls where we don't need it, take it out. That one's good, leave it, take it out, you know. So that's the plan with this. And if I still have time with the excavator, once I'm finished with all the roads and all the major clearing stuff, I'll probably end up coming back out and taking, you know, a few more of these out, maybe like some of these smaller pine trees, and maybe leaving just the bigger ones like this, because that one, it's borderline too small. Like this one right here is borderline too small, but I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. But that looks great, really happy with that. And this other side, the reason why he just finished that first side, but the reason why he hasn't started on this side is because, like I said, the septic field is going to be not too far behind it. So if you guys can see on that tree right there, there's an orange ribbon hanging on it. So that marks the edge of the septic field. And as you can see, from where I'm standing to there is probably, I don't know, 30 feet or so. Let me see if I can get a better, yeah, there's another ribbon on that tree. It's hard to tell, right in there. So I haven't decided, because the whole septic field is going to be completely treeless other than up on this section near the picnic area. So I haven't really decided yet if I want to have him do the same thing on this side or not. It probably needs to be done. But anyway, that's for another day. Whenever, I don't know if he's coming back tomorrow or not, but if he does, then on the row that I was just working on today, the row C, he's going to do the same thing on the far side, because once again, that row also borders the opposite side of the septic field. So but either way, yeah, everything's looking great. I'm super happy because this is a lot of work and we're knocking it out. It's been 3 days now, So really happy about that. But anyways, guys, throw down in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys are starting to see the transformation. And let me go over here. This is a better idea of what's going on. So this was what I cleared up to, you know, everything's gone. And then from that tree to that next tree was what we wanted to kind of just thin out, I guess you would call it. So this looks great. Very cool. Also, we still have one more RV row that we haven't even started anything on, 30 or 40 feet further into the woods. So we want to leave a little bit, I want to leave a little bit of a buffer of trees and woods in between each row. So that's why we're not just completely clear cutting everything. That's why we're taking the extra time to thin out these trees and not just remove every one of them. But yeah, anyways, guys, enough talking. Throw down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any comments or any ideas. And yeah, I'm excited. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.